morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Thursday the 28th of October. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin move through the pivot at 59,283 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 6616. Support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin to return to 60,000 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a broad-based crypto rebound, expect Bitcoin to target 63,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 62,783. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the first major support level 57,116 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 55. Second major support level at 55,783 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day after yesterday's late bullish cross. So that's putting pressure on Bitcoin. On the EMA's bearish signal, 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 59,283 and back through to 60s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, it's been a choppy morning. Going to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 4060. Take a run at the first major resistance level at 4179. Plenty of support will be needed for Ethereum to return to 4100 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a broad-based crypto rebound, should see Ethereum target 4500 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 4434. Plenty of support will be needed, however, to break out from Ethereum's all-time high 4383.4. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3804 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3700 levels. Second major support level sits at 3685. Looking at the MACDs, widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, supporting this early morning pullback. On the EMAs, also bearish after yesterday's bearish cross 50 through the 100, with the 50 narrowing further onto the 200. So look out for a bearish cross there. So key would be to move through the pivot at 4060 and back through to 4100 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Across to Litecoin against US dollar, also a mixed start to the day. Going to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 186 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 199. Plenty of support is going to be needed for Litecoin to return to 190s. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 205.03 to cap the upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin target 210s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 218. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the 23.6% fib at 178 and the first major support level 166 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 165s. Second major support level sits at 153. Looking at MACD's, widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day after yesterday's late failed bullish cross. That's coming off the back of yesterday's late pullback. On the EMAs, also bearish, 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, and we're also seeing a possible bearish cross 100 through the 200 that would put further pressure on Litecoin. So key would be to move through the pivot at 186 and back through to 190s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. You're looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also a bearish start to the day. Going to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 1.0236 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.0947. Plenty of support would be needed, however, for Ripple's XRP to break out from the 38.2% fib at 1.0659. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.15s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1951. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.9232 into play. Barring another extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid 23.6% fib at 8533 and the second major support level at 0.8520. Looking at MACD's, widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day. Again, a failed bullish cross late yesterday, so that's putting pressure on Ripple's XRP. On the EMAs, also bearish signal, 50 pulling back from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot 1.0236 to bring resistance levels into play, with plenty of support needed to break out from that 38.2% fib at 1.0659. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play.